Hello, I'm Big Tall Bill, and welcome to DeadCore. This is a puzzle platformer in which you climb a very large tower that you can see in the background there, and there's lots of cubes for some reason. It's a very interesting game, just popped up, had no idea about it. It looked really cool, so I thought I'd get it, and it's quite cheap, so I was like, for something that looks kind of cool, it's worth it. So anyway, without further ado, let's just jump into it. I'm quite far through the story. Now, it's not really a story as such. It's more of a, it's a bit simple story. It's not a hugely, crazy story or anything. It's kind of interesting, so let's, can I switch to an earlier level? I guess it wouldn't let me. Okay, rather than that, I think I'll show you a speedrun, because the speedruns allow me to show you the levels. So there's a story thing, but there are the different levels that I've gone through, and I haven't got to the end yet. So the tower. Let's start off there, shall we? Let's go. I'm not really going to be attempting a speedrun, I'm just going to show you the game. So here we are. This is not that far in the game. It's just a little way, second mission, so this is the game pretty much. It's very much like, it's kind of like a Portal-esque kind of game. You have a gun. You shoot things, they're not portals, but you shoot things, and what happens is you use this gun to disable things, or activate things. Seems like you can only activate things once. And your goal is to make it to the end. Make it to the end of the level. That's it. Simple, right? So, well, not really. So I've made it through quite a bit of this already, and apparently I have all of my abilities which I've gained. You gain abilities as you go. So I have this kind of dash ability, which you don't get even at this stage, so getting through this area would be quite difficult. Naturally these red things do kill me, so I try to avoid them. So disabling things like that is very intuitive. Oop, wait for it. There he goes. Oop, that was close. So you see how challenging some of this stuff can be. This is a very simple and very easy puzzle. You can jump for a very, very long time. We appear to be some sort of robot. I don't know, like when you jump and stuff, it sounds like robot noises. So luckily there are checkpoints at every sort of bit which would have you repeating stuff a lot, like this one for instance would have me repeating stuff quite a bit. The first time I just jumped into that and just hit those things immediately. You'll find that this game is very much going to be something like restarting a lot of stuff. So now we're outside. You can see this thing is absolute, well, apart from the clouds, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. In my opinion, anyway, the aesthetic of it is really fantastic. I really love this kind of aesthetic, futuristic. It looks physically real, but is so outrageous that it couldn't be real. I love it. It's very much kind of like a Tron kind of thing. So jumping is actually very good. They space things correctly so that when you jump, the jumps feel natural enough, and there are definitely tricky moments. Let's hit this checkpoint. Oh, that guy. So these things, I forget what they're called, I think they're guardians. They will basically hunt you, and they don't kill you, but they push you. which is worse. It's just the same as killing you, basically, and it's that they add an extra level of challenge. I don't think he'll follow me this far. Maybe if he sees me. Nope. Oop. Almost fell there. So you have a significant amount of air control, which is needed in this kind of game, I think. Gives you extra precision. I can obviously double jump, which is nice. You can activate things like, so some jumps are deactivated by default, so you have to shoot them with the gun. You have a limited number of shots in your gun, and you can aim with it for some reason, but I don't know. I don't know why you would. So that disables things for a time. So you can see how difficult that would be, and they're going to follow me. Oh, there we go. So you don't actually have the dash ability at this point. When you're starting the game, it looks like you can go back and find extra areas which you couldn't find before, which is really cool. There's actually a kind of another mechanic in this game, which is there are multiple routes. You don't have to go exactly the way that it says. Like, what about? See, like, I can just. There's no reason for me not to go this way. I mean that was a very simple example, right? So here's exactly an example. You can just go this way. You can go whichever way you think is easiest. I think I went that way last time. Let's try a different way this time. But aesthetically, I love this game. It's very, very nice. The movements especially, actually. I mean, apart from aesthetics, the gameplay is very fluid. It took a little bit of time to get used to the jumping, because it was kind of different getting used to air control again. And I love how there's sort of margins for error. It's not very... You don't have to be incredibly precise, which I love. So if I just sort of hit the edge of a thing, it'll recharge my jump so I can do another double jump, or or it's just another jump again. And I love that because having margins for error is really good. And what's this area? If I just found a... Where am I? Oh, perhaps there was a secret here. Maybe I found it already. There are secrets hidden around, so you can find them. Let's see if we can get back to the arena. I'll have to go this way again. But moving around the map is extremely fun. Like, it's so satisfying to hit things and do jumps and stuff. But like I said, having that margin for error is really helpful in this kind of game, because you're going to be making a lot of errors. And there have been some moments where I've been getting through levels and just by the skin of my teeth, basically. And I love that because it gives us such a sense of achievement. Alright, checkpoint. So I've never gone this way. I went that way before. I think the other way was a lot harder. Oh dear. Oh. Oh, well, I'll take that back, I suppose. So... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Jeez. So those are the sorts of things you get thrown at you. Oh. That's weird. Levels are designed very well. I mean, they've got very good level design. And you'll notice actually there's an interesting mechanic that I haven't described. This red barrier will kill me. And you'll notice that now I can't go back. Every time you hit a checkpoint, it raises the barrier to this level, so you're always advancing up. There's no way to go back down once you've hit a checkpoint. This is going to be another one of those bloody things. Ooh, what's over here? Nope. Whoa! Ah! Okay, that's how that works. I said things are very Tron-esque, so they don't really hide anything from you in this game, which is cool. See, but look at this. I can just go wherever I want. Like this game is just like, yeah, You can do whatever you want. Just go for it. I wonder if I... Oh, they just like go over there like that. That's interesting. It's kind of interesting seeing how the levels work. Alright, let's go back over here. So I've never had a problem with a limit of shots. So I have 40 shots that I can do. They fire as quickly as you can click, which I like. Everything's very responsive. There's no waiting for animations to finish and things like that, which frustrate me. But it's definitely cool. So I go up like this. And we need to go run. I should have used my dash or something at that point. This is going to be quite difficult to... Whew. And then they go, I guess they go again. Did they go? I don't know. Anyway, so performance-wise, in this area, I'm getting about 130 frames. Just jumping about 100. It's about 100 frames, really. In the menu, I was getting 900 frames. So I'm not running... You can turn on VSync and stuff, but I'm not going to do that because I don't really need to. It's definitely producing enough frames to render. I don't see any tearing. I guess you don't when you're rendering that many frames. My monitor is only a 60 Hz monitor anyway, but that makes sense because I can only afford to have a single graphics card, so I can't really run things at massive frame rates, which is usually impossible anyway. So that's cool. I've never had any crashes. The game seems very stable and very responsive. There haven't been any bugs of any description. Oh god, this is hard. Oh, oh god, shit, no. Oh dear. Wow. There it is. It's that thing. Oh, we can just go over there. Probably. See, this is one of the reasons I like this game. Oh! Whoa! So this is what I like about the level design. They knew that that would take a slightly more amount of time to get to that one and bring that margin down so you had that really close experience. If you didn't get that right, you know, within a certain margin, you're dead. Whee! Ah, checkpoint. So the checkpoints are very well spaced. They always put them before or after something has been pretty stressful. So that thing, you know, that could have stressed out someone. You know, you could easily see that as being one thing that someone couldn't figure out for a time. Then they get past it and they've got a checkpoint. The game also saves at every checkpoint, so when if I want to quit the game, I could just quit here. Obviously, I'm on a speed run, so that's slightly different. But if I was in the story, these checkpoints would save my location. Oh, I remember this. Oh, this is where it links up with where I played before. Of course, I have extra abilities now, so I can. This is a lot easier to do when you have the dash. So these fans will basically just pull you and push you, depending. You have to just disable them as you get past them. Not very spectacular, but definitely very difficult. There are definitely multiple ways to do certain things. I actually tried to get on these things before, but you can just jump around them. I don't know if they kill you. Oh, they definitely kill you if they hit you, yeah. But I just ran around it. Like that. Whoop! Oops. Let's get that. Is there a thing following us? I don't think so. Oh, there's one over there. So you can see how the challenge increases. There are things everywhere, but you know, I can go this way, I can go that way, I can probably find another route. Ah, so here we go. So this, when I first played, I didn't have the ability to activate these. So these are gravity things. And it looks like it's going to be tricky, whatever it is. Where does that go? Oh. Alright, let's try and do this. Whoa. So there's no lives as far as I can tell. Why would I want to do this? Is there a thing? Oh. I have no idea why I would want to go that way. It's just... Oh, you're going this way. Maybe I'm not seeing something. Is there something I can go to? That just kills me. I tried to dash upwards. Maybe this was a way you could, somewhere you could get to, rather than go from. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm talking about. Boom. Oh dear. Oh, where is he? Where's this son of a bitch? Oh. Ah. Oh. So there's these guns as well. They'll shoot you with things which move you. Oh, crap. Boom. Oh, I thought I could just, like, just fudge it. Oh. Oh, if I can get this fan. Just disable him. So you see what I mean by going different directions? Ah. Cool. So we made it around here. And there's a checkpoint, so, you know, like, very well spaced. So the gameplay is extremely fluid. Let's just sort of recap. Gameplay is extremely fluid. Multiple pathways in each level. Different abilities as you progress through the story. Perhaps I'm just given all of the abilities at this point in the speedrun mode. I don't know. Let's take this opportunity to have a look at the options menu, shall we? Let's get back here. Alright, so let's go to that. So setting. So all of the important things are rebindable. There's also a field of view slider with a FOV number, which is nice. This is what annoys me about Lichtum Battle Mage, because it doesn't have this number, it just has a slider which means whatever it means. Which is fine anyway, at least they have one. So mouse sensitivity is whatever, yeah, you can change that. There's no acceleration or anything. You can do all the usual stuff, hold to aim. I don't know what the point of aiming is, really. I mean, apart from maybe just getting a little bit of zoom to spot things, but I find, because I'm using a mouse, it's not that difficult to aim at things. If I can just hit my sensitivity and just, like, I can aim at things just fine. So let's have a look at the video options. So you just have, unfortunately you don't have any more options than these. I've got mine on custom just to have VSync disabled, so I don't really need it. Shadows, everything on high, runs at 80. I'm getting about 80 frames at this point, looking at this direction, but I usually I'm never below 60, I'll put it that way. Audio options, music and effects. Would like to see overall master slider, that'd be useful. But that's it, really. Nothing too special, but does the job, you know. It's a lot better than most AAA games, I can tell you that much. There are achievements, which apparently just opens the Steam window. So there are Steam achievements. Looks like I can load the last checkpoint and stuff, but why would you? Alright, so let's just continue on here. So those are the sorts of things you'll see. So there's the abilities don't really make... So it's interesting, actually. The level design is very good, because... even better than I thought, because this dash ability I never had. You can complete that section. Let me just show you guys. You can complete that section without the dash. You don't need it. It's a little harder, but you don't need it because you have the double jump, right? Really, really simple. And here it gets a bit tricky, and yeah. So it would have been nice if they put a checkpoint just before this, but to be honest, it's not terribly difficult. I spent a few times trying to do it though. So you'll see there are things like this around. Boom. Yeah. I love that stuff, it's awesome. Lots of Tron-like things around. Open this door. Boom. And that's the end of the level. Obviously my time is ridiculously long. Look at these, some of these people have 17 seconds for the level? What the hell? How? There's got to be some tricks, right? They've got to be using the dash and stuff. And I don't know what they can do. Let's go back to the main menu. I'll show you before I go a much harder level. So this is where I'm up to. I'm at level 4, so I'm up to in the story. Let's continue that. I'm some way through this level already. So this, we're quite high up in the tower now. You can just about see the top. I'm sure it's a very difficult puzzle at the top. But let me show you what kind of trials I'm having now. It's pretty much the same stuff, but it gets infinitely more difficult. So, oh shit. Alright, start that again. Oh, we have to wait for that to reset. Oop. Oh, come on. Oh god. Oh! Oh god, this is difficult. Shit. I think this is where it can be a little bit tricky when you're trying to figure things out like this. Like, sometimes it's like, how do I get to that area? Especially with the gravity. Oh god. So we can kind of hang back and figure this out. So I get to like one of those areas. Oh, so it looks like I have to just sort of go... If I just look that direction and press it, I can go to those areas. Oh, I was trying to get to this one. There's one here. So I've got to hit this one. Oh man. And then jump to this thing. Then hit this one. Or do I have to hit this one? I go to that one, then to this one? If I just go to this one, we're done, right? Go away! Unfortunately, they don't die, they just come back. Yeah. Oh! See what I mean? Nothing kills you in this apart from the floor. Or red things. Well, I'm probably going to leave it here because this is going to be really difficult. I'm probably going to do like 100 tries trying to figure this one out. Oop. Oh, my keyboard has died. It does that sometimes. I'm using a quiet keyboard to try and record this because my mechanical keyboards are very loud. And apparently I've plugged in the wrong keyboard. This is my dying keyboard. Mac keyboards, they don't last very long. Wires break. Anyway, other than that, the sound design is incredibly nice. No really great music in this section because I suppose the mood has changed as we've gone higher in the sky. There's lots of white stuff over there. I wonder what that is. Maybe there's another ability that I haven't been given yet that will allow me to explore that area. Or maybe that's just what things look like. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. This has been my first impressions of DeadCore. And I'll see you next time. And my keyboard has died again. And it's making me run off of the side. Alright, well, on that note, I'll see you next time. Bye.